Right, Jace, first question from the fans. Do you feel happier in your role this season than last?
Well, obviously, from a personal point of view, yeah. Obviously, I've been playing so far up to now, and obviously the team's doing well, so obviously it makes life easier, and obviously everyone's happy around the place, including myself.
Well done on a superb start to the season. Do you think the team can push on and finish in the top 7?
I think there's room for improvement, obviously, from the team's point of view. What's good at pleasing at the moment is we're keeping clean sheets, which is you're always going to stay in the games, and I think we will get better going forward, and hopefully we're just taking game by game at the minute, but the lads are confident obviously going into each game, and you can see that at the minute, and we feel like we can get better and kick on.
Okay. Who's the best player you've played with?
Best player I've played with? Probably Anthony Pilkington.
Right, okay. What was it like playing under Evans and Rayner at Rotherham?
Obviously every manager is different types of way they manage teams, and different. Yeah, they're different. They're unique the way they are. They've got a lot of success the way they've been the last couple of seasons at Rotherham. So yeah, it was very different.
Okay. And the next question is, what would you say are the main differences between Mark Yates and Steve Evans' styles?
I think obviously Steve Evans is a bit more, as you can see, animated on the sidelines. Our gaffer's a little bit more calm and have a bit more of an input around the place.
Yeah, okay. Really great start to the season, Jason, bossing the midfield. As a young player, who was the player you admired the most, and was there a particular player you based your style on?
I used to like my two players in my position, Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira. I just thought they obviously two great type of players, and there's not many players like them about at the minute.
Okay. Apart from things beyond your control, such as formation and the coaching team, what have you changed this season that's had the biggest impact for the team?
To be honest, I've not changed anything. I've just kept myself ticking over, kept myself fit, obviously, and we've started well. I think, obviously, and personally, I've started well. I've not changed anything really different. Obviously, just things are coming off of me at the minute.
Okay. The entire squad seems to have started the season with much more belief. So what do you think's made a difference there?
I think as a unit, the squads are a lot more tight this year, as in like team spirit and that. I think obviously we had some good players last year, but I think we was more of a team of individuals. Everyone seems to be pulling in the same direction this year, and you can tell just from like defensive flair, everyone from the front to the back is on the same page, trying to do the right things and the right job for the team.
Has the change in the coaching department been the reason for a more professional attitude overall, do you think?
I think Sean has helped us, don't get me wrong. Obviously he's benefited us. You can see he loves his job, he loves to coach, and it's getting across that to even the older pros and the younger pros. Everyone still can learn, and he has benefited us, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Have you got any tips to inspire those of us struggling to get fit?
Who's not getting fit here? Get yourself in the gym, get some cardio done.
Okay. And how do you motivate yourself to exercise, eat the right things, drink the right things? Obviously, it depends. You depend on it for your job, but
yeah.
Is there ever times where you struggle for motivation, or is it all just natural?
It's personal pride. Obviously, everyone has the days where they just want to eat what they want and do what they want, but it's personal pride. But be proud in your appearance and stuff like that. Really.
Yeah. Okay. Did you actually do your ice bucket challenge?
Yeah, I did.
Any evidence of it anywhere?
I have, yeah, but it's not going on social media.
Okay. Has having a few Northerners around helped you feel more settled and part of the team, because you look happier this year? One fan says.
Not really. Don't get me wrong. Like it's I knew a couple of lads that had come in, and I'm friends with them. Yeah, but I don't think it's really been a big issue, to be honest. No.
Okay. A few of the lads have said that you're the funniest player in the squad. So have you improved your banter this season, or have you always been quite? Do you always consider yourself quite funny?
I've just been always chirper.
Okay. Did being put on the transfer list give you inspiration to change at all? To change anything?
Not really. I've just gone about my business. Everything was out of my hands, to be quite honest. I still had my contract left, so as far as I was concerned, I was just coming back getting my head down until I heard different.
Yeah. So it didn't worry you at all?
No, it's out of my control, really. I can't control that, so it is what it is, and I just got on with it, to be quite honest.
Okay. Really positive vibes coming from the terraces, appreciating your form this season, one fan wanted me to say. So it's not a question, it's just a comment. And another one is, are you still on the transfer list? Because nothing's been said officially, has it? So.
I don't have a clue, to be honest. I'm not the one you should be asking. I don't have a clue. I wouldn't know.
So nothing's been said to you to sort of say you're off it, but
nothing. I'm just getting on with my business. We're doing well as a team. Obviously, I've been doing well myself, I think. So, one may continue.
Yeah, there was a question about the challenge against Oxford. Could have been nasty, couldn't it? Could have been a nasty injury, but was the manager said shouldn't have reacted like that, even though he understood why he did. So, is that something you need to look at, or do you think he deserved that for the challenge?
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it, sometimes when you get a late challenge on yourself, just how you react. You've got that split second. Obviously, I got my back up. Maybe shouldn't have done it because I got myself a booking, really, but.
It was a late one. It was a nasty one.
It was a late one. I managed to get out of the way of it a bit, but it was still late, and I think it was deservedly sent off for it.
Yeah, we've been quite pleased with the discipline because Cheltenham didn't have a single player sent off last season. They're not the sort of team that get players sent off for violent conduct or stupid little things, are they? It's normally pretty composed, I'd say.
That's a good thing, though. It benefits you on the whole in the season. It's difficult enough 11v11, never mind having a team having an extra man. So. The lads have got to be disciplined if we're going to be successful.
Yeah, the formation it does seem to suit Cheltenham, doesn't it? Having three at the back, you are sort of the deeper of the midfield. And it seems to suit everybody, doesn't it, at the moment?
I think with the personnel we've got obviously the three centre halves. Obviously Craig's been doing brilliant. Vaughan, it suits our players. Obviously there'll be times when we won't play that this year and we'll come up against different challenges. But at the minute it's been going well for us and we've been keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, and there's been a few comments about your use of the ball as well, because obviously when you came in you had a reputation for being a ball winner, but how pleased have you been with your passing and your distribution this season?
Yeah, obviously I'm not really the most pleasing on the eye player. I never am going to be. I just like to get it, keep it simple, keep the ball moving, ticking over, give it to the players who want to play kind of thing, and who their strengths are on the ball.
Yeah, so as long as you have a decent pass completion rate, then you'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a Bury away. The manager's admitted he had sleepless nights before the game, worrying about because they were the tip for the title. But the way you played up there, do you think that was a crucial game because you went up there, stopped them scoring, won the game 1-0?
I think it was massive for confidence for a few of the lads and the lads as a group that we went up there, and to be honest, they fancied to win the title. We nullified their forward players, which they've got an abundance up there. So I think that gave the lads confidence, obviously, and we've taken that momentum on with us. Yeah,
and there was a massive change from the Kidderminster game, wasn't it? And do you think that game was almost important because it sort of gave everyone a bit of a reality check?
Yeah, it gave everyone a reality check, and it's also a learning curve for us. We had a few different systems. We played pre-season, different personnel, so it takes a bit of time getting used to it at times. Obviously, I still think we can get better at 3-5-2 at the minute, but it's been going well for us.
Yeah, brilliant, Jace. Keep it up. Thanks a lot.